Howdy folks, Laxo here, and today we are going to be going over a new character. New character's name is called Gray Cat. As you can see right here, Gray Cat, that is her name. Completely legit, no grabs about it whatsoever. Gray Cat is her name, and we are going to be going over her. So unfortunately, the plan was this video, I was going to pull her and level her up, but as you can see, I accidentally did that off camera or off video. So what we're going to be doing today is I am just going to be going over her kit, going over her Warsouls, and then next video I will be actually testing her in battle. So for anybody on the newer servers, you should probably expect around these kind of numbers for her, around 40k. As far as her stats and everything go, unfortunately my big hang up right now, or my big hold up right now, is the fact that I don't have any awakened essences. I need to get some of those. So hopefully I'll be able to get some of those soon. The next couple days, most likely, when I start doing pulls into, or when I get my jades back from the anniversary event. So anyways, let's go ahead and check out the Warsouls that we can be using for her. So the Warsoul I have on her right now is the Vigilance Warsoul. The Warsouls you guys can be using on her, probably you want to use the Armor Warsoul. You could use the Courage Warsoul. Obviously I clicked those backwards, but nonetheless you could use Armor, you could use Courage, you can use Vigilance. Vigilance isn't bad. And as far as the newer Warsouls, let's go ahead and swap this here. Oop, I think I almost did it backwards, so there you go. Let's go ahead and swap scenes here. And this is backwards, actually. It's kind of funny. You know what? I kind of like this. Let's do it this way. I accidentally flipped the entire screen side to side instead of up and down, so let's go with this. I like it. So let's go ahead and go over her kit real quick. Actually, shoot, Warsouls. So for Warsouls, character Warsouls, you could use any Warsoul that gives her HP, or in this case, I'm using one that reduces rage, of course. But yeah. As far as these Warsouls go, any Warsoul will do that gives her HP, defense, shield, anything like that will be good. Let's go ahead and check out her kit real quick here. You know what? I'm not gonna put you guys through this. Let's just go like this. Alright, so as far as her mastery skill goes, deals damage to a single enemy with a 40% chance to stun the target for 1 round, decreases the target's damage reduction rate by 15% for 2 rounds. So it's pretty good. The big thing here is the stun, 40% chance to stun. If you can get a couple mastery skills off, it really helps. The damage reduction rate is really good. Her rage skill also does a similar thing with damage reduction rate as well. So it's pretty good. In 1v1, she's not really super great, but she's pretty solid in 1v1. Let's go ahead and check out her rage skill. And this is half of what makes her good. The other half is her passive. But deals damage to the enemy front row, and it reduces all the target's healing rate received by 60% and damage reduction rate by 25% for 2 rounds. Cast Catwoman Encouragement on all allies for 2 rounds. Basic attacks and mastery skills deal additional damage equal to 8% of the target's max HP, not to exceed 160% of the attacking character's attack. So of course this is going to affect differently depending upon who's attacking your front row or your back row, but nonetheless the extra little dot of damage is always nice. It's not always noticeable, but it is pretty good. The big thing we get from this is the healing reduction rate by 60%. You want to usually hit the enemy front row. You can toss on a Warsoul that reduces the healing, or another character that reduces healing, like Byakuya, or you could toss on Kira as well. Both are very, very solid. Let's go ahead and check them out, of course. If you run Byakuya, it's really good because it cancels out all the healing on the entire enemy front row. And then you can run a character like Kira as well. Once again, reduces all the healing. Very, very solid, both units. You could also run... actually, Hozuki Maru also works really, really well with her as well. Especially if you can run Gingerbread Man as well. Well, I guess we don't really have Gingerbread Man in this game, but maybe soon, hopefully, we'll get it. I doubt it, but maybe. I've been talking to my guy to see if I can get any information, and he said I cannot know the schedule. So I tried, but not going to be able to know the schedule, unfortunately. Maybe I can cover in another video or something. But as far as Haineko, let's go ahead and go back to her. Finish off her kit here. Passive skill. Her passive skill is what makes her really, really, really good here. So has increased damage reduction rate, and increased damage reduction rate is 16%, so that's pretty solid. I think on the early game it's probably going to be a little lower, maybe like 10%. But increased damage reduction rate, attacking grants Haineko 1 stack of Cat's Thread to a maximum of 3 stacks. At 3 stacks of Cat's Thread, Haineko's rage attack grants her a shield that can absorb damage equal to 15% of her total HP. She doesn't get attacked all the time unless you use her in the front row or 1v1, then she'll get attacked pretty often, so this does help out quite a bit. Not always dependable, but it is pretty good nonetheless. If a couple rage attacks go off and you get that shield, it's pretty good, pretty nice. Let's finish it off. So while Haineko is on the field, and this is what makes her really, really good, by the way, this is why you want to use her. While Haineko is on the field, at the start of each allied character's rounds, she randomly dispels all immobilizing effects on one immobilized ally. So if by chance you have a frozen, stunned, any kind of CC, she immobilizes or she removes it instantly, completely cleanses the character. So usually when you go against her, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at their team and saying, okay, please don't remove the debuffs from the character that I need locked down for that round. So you are usually really scared going up against the Haineko, especially in the later stages of the game when she lasts 3, 4, 5 rounds. When you get that CC cleanse, it is either clutch for you or devastating if you're going against her. So she is an absolute phenomenal unit. Oh, I forgot about Cat's Threat. Decreases all damage taken by 8%. So she gets hit. Yeah, she just keeps on raising her damage reduction rate. So caps that by 24%. And then, of course, you have the extra 15%. So you have an extra, like, 24 plus, let's just say 16. Just to be good, let's just say you have around a 40% damage reduction rate. On the newer servers, you probably have around like a 30, let's just say 35% damage reduction rate, which is really, really good. It makes her actually pretty tanky. And then, of course, let's go ahead and swap this back over here. Go ahead and swap back to this screen here. Let's go ahead and toss on the Warsoul I had on her before. And take a look at her damage reduction rate. Damage reduction rate's 24%. So what we have is the rage attack goes off, and it pretty much reduces her damage reduction rate to 0. Or at least most enemy front row, because, you know, it attacks the enemy front row. Who else? Usually we find a Sodeno on the front row. Sodeno's damage reduction rate, 25%. So usually around there. I think later on, the later servers, people will probably have around a 40, probably around a 50% damage reduction rate on the really, really new servers. Or, I'm sorry, on the really old servers. Yeah, 54% damage reduction rate. So that's probably what you're looking at, is remove half the damage reduction from the enemy, which is pretty solid. But nonetheless, guys, this is her. I think she is an absolute phenomenal unit. Early game, late game, amazing. 1v1 solid, but in 6v6 she is one of the best units. She can pretty much fit into any slot on the team, or I'm sorry, any team that you need damage. I'm sorry, healing reduction on. So great unit. Be sure to get her to 7-star. Shouldn't be too difficult. All you got to do is come over here and buy the gift pack. Buy this thing twice, and you can, or you know, back-to-back days, and you can get her to 7-star immediately. All right, guys, let's wrap this one up. Next video, I'm going to be testing her in battle and having a bit of fun like that. If you guys want to download this game, check the description. I'll have the link in there. And if you guys want to hang out in the Discord, once again, check the description as well. Catch you on the next one. Peace. Peace.